I want to be my own boss. This is one of the common statements you hear a lot of young people make these days. And the deal is that they feel they are tired of where they are working. They are giving off too much than they are being paid for, and hence they want to be their own boss. And by stating they want to be their own boss, what they are saying is that they want to be entrepreneurs and they want to start their own businesses and do their own things. Listen carefully. I dare you today, if you want to be your own boss, resign from your company and start that business. Let's see if in the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to be here. You have to understand that being an entrepreneur is not about being your own boss. Entrepreneurship is not about bossness. Entrepreneurship is not about being your own boss and being the one who calls the shot. There is only one definition for entrepreneurship, and that is finding a problem in a marketplace that is not being currently met, that you provide a solution for and get paid, period. That's all about entrepreneurship. So if your deal is you want to start your own business, you want to get into entrepreneurship because you want to be your own boss, I can guarantee you, you're going to fail. However, if your deal is, I have identified a need in the marketplace. This need is so large, there is nobody meeting the need in the manner of the way it is supposed to be met, and I have a solution that I can provide to the marketplace and get paid over a number of years, then you can start that business. One thing you need to understand is that there are 7 things that nobody tells you about entrepreneurship, and people around you may applaud you and tell you that, hey, you are good, go for it, start your own business, only for you to realize later that you have made the mistake of your life. Statistics have shown that about 90% of businesses fail in the first year. Out of 10% that remain, 90% of them also fail between 1 to 5 years. So if you look at it carefully, because people start business with different mindsets, different objective, and that do not take into consideration the actual factors that must be considered as entrepreneurs, their business end up failing and nothing about the business exists after 5 years. On the podcast today, I want to share with you my personal experience as a rising entrepreneur, 7 things that nobody tells you about entrepreneurship. And after these 7 things, if you think you have what it takes, then you can resign from the company that you are working for now and go into business and start becoming an entrepreneur. So the question we then ask ourselves is, what are these 7 things which we must be mindful of taking into consideration before actually making the decision to become entrepreneurs? Number 1, the business environment is a battlefield. Listen carefully. When you enter the business environment and you want to be an entrepreneur, you have entered a battlefield. You are fighting against the best of the best. 99.9% of the time, whatever you are seeking to build, whatever you are seeking to provide the marketplace with, there are already about dozens of companies in your country, in your industry, in your sector, already serving that particular need. There are customers who are already buying or meeting their needs by buying from those other companies. So it's a battlefield. And right from day one, you are going to be fighting for a number of things. You will fight for attention. You will fight for customers. You will fight for funding. You will fight for partnership and talent acquisition. The question is, are you ready to fight that battle? Do you have the ammunition? Do you have the negotiation tactics? Do you have what it takes to be able to endure and win this battle? Because that is where many people fail their business, because they think that, oh, I have a good idea, so I start a business. No, the business environment is a battlefield. And the earlier you learn the art of war and understand that you are fighting for the attention of people, you are fighting for the same customers that the big companies are serving, you are fighting for funding, the same money that the big businesses are looking for, you are fighting for that same money, and you are fighting for talent, people who will help you to grow that business and take it to the next level. So that is the first thing you must understand. The business environment is a battlefield, and you have to learn the art of war if you are going to become successful and build anything significant.